which I guess was kind of expected there.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's persistence. Oh no.
So now we have Bloblobber bathymetry.
Okay.
I think it's bathymetry.
But that's not an actual word, right?
No, of course not. But like,
I call them bathymetry.
Bathymetry.
We're calling them blob.
Blob.
Okay?
We'll call them blob.
We're gonna tongue twist and embarrass ourselves more than we already do. Team Blob versus Persistence. It's Persistence, super old team. You see Stormy on stage there, unwinding their headset and ready to go there. Lucio also. I don't know who Lucio is in person, but that is a brush player who I've had nightmares about, because we used to scrap with those guys way back in like 2020. Now this is Persistence, but it's the two players NM and Ekwar, I believe. Those are two subs, so it's not like straight up Persistency. No Bear Paw, no Neo, no Cannon, who are probably watching back home, rooting on their squad here. But still, anything you got Stormy involved with is traditionally pretty good.
Yeah, and I mean, for the Blob team, this team played in low ink recently.
Alpha bracket.
Yeah, they played in Alpha bracket, so that was kind of their warm-up tournament to coming to Low Tide City. And I mean, I believe they won their first round and then maybe didn't win beyond that, but you might have to correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, they finished in 9th place in low ink, tied with 9th place, which means they won like a couple of games. I think like one in winners and then maybe one in losers along the way there. So yeah, I mean, low ink alpha bracket, that's pretty good in a tournament like this.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. Secant, Tetra player from Prism, you're familiar with.
I am very familiar with Secant.
Other than just meeting in person, that was a player on your tournament.
Yeah, Friday Night Frenzy Season 3, Secant played for the team Prism, and they made the playoffs too, and they're just such a fun team to watch. And Secant, a dangerous Tetra player. Love to see them play.
Yeah, if you can build around a Tetra player, you can take advantage of the distraction that player kind of gives you right there. You're going to be just fine. Skep, obviously, is the blob in the Bloblobber bathymetry. Skep's going to be on stream commentating a little bit later today, and commentating with you, actually.
Yeah, so Skep will be commentating their first set today, and then again with me tomorrow. So always happy to have them here.
Air sign. I said on the podcast yesterday, Air sign a fellow 30-year-old player. And they were like, that's all I'm known for? Used to play for Ink or Swim. I know that. But they are a free agent right now. Junior player. There was like a junior player only photo that got taken at the fireplace last night.
Yeah, I was in it.
I was lining up for the photo, and they threw me out. I was like, I thought we were taking a group photo. Like,
that happened after.
Yeah, I was a part of that.
Yeah.
By the way, fireplace is awesome here. Just saying. The last player, Sue, TSU. I think Magic alluded to this was a team from 8-Ball that was like seated really low, and I think they were just seated in Ludi just because we didn't know where to put them, the new team. But Magic was really high on the Charger play from this player. So
yeah,
we'll see how that works out. But the other two players for Persistence, I don't think they actually put down effort. So I don't know what to expect from the two subs that are coming out from Persistence. But I do know the Persistent brand in general, they love to throw missiles at your face, which is smart. I mean, that's how it works.
Yep.
And if you're going to have a cracked Charger on the other team,
you got to move them.
Missile, and some armor doesn't help.
You got to move them. You got to displace them. You have to put them in positions that they're not the most comfortable in order to try and push the objective forward. So yes, absolutely.
Now, how does Charger work with a blob? I have no idea. We'll find out, I guess. Or maybe they're not actually going to use Charger with a blob together.
Yeah.
Skep. Well, Skep says blob is love, blob is life. So how could you say something like that and use something other than that?
Right.
But the time will tell here. Now, as we're always commentating, the trauma that I experienced watching K-Bot in the last set of just, okay, is everyone going to get into lobby? It looks like we're still waiting for one person. Magic's having a good time, so that's usually a good sign that something's going good. You just see K-Bot in the shot right there, just enjoying life.
K-Bot is, pretty much running this entire Splatoon side of the event and has really been on his feet all day and all weekend for that matter.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. This is just the warm up.
Yeah.
Like everyone was talking about like how much fun they were having the last 2 days. Like, that's enjoy it now.
Yeah.
When we go live, it's we're just going to be surviving off of hot dogs from the concession stand for the rest of the day, I guess.
Yeah, well, it was really funny. A lot of us got here on Thursday night, and, it's Saturday now. So I think you mentioned this. It kind of felt like Thursday and Friday were like a vacation.
Yeah, yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it literally was.
It was, yeah, because we didn't really start playing today. I mean, some people did kind of pick up scrims as soon as we were able to drop off our docks and stuff like that.
Rookies. You gotta enjoy the venue.
Yeah.
Just enjoy each other's company.
Yeah.
Just we're kind of tight. This is kind of just like our family reunion that we have. It's just such a tight knit community, and it's weird seeing the teenagers grow every 6 months that we see them. But we're literally watching people grow up here in front of our eyes, and yeah, just enjoying each other. But yeah, some people want to go off and play the game on Friday, so be it. But
yeah, because what's pretty cool here, they have an overnight venue that.
Oh, did you go to that?
I didn't. Okay. I have access to it, but I didn't go to it because I believe they put away all of the Splatoon docks and everything. So we couldn't. My team, we were thinking of like, hey, do we want to do a 1 a.m. scrim? And in my mind, I was like, I don't know.
Well, Seekant was trying to do that Splatoon 1. Did you play Splatoon 1?
I picked it up after Splatoon 2.
So there was that balloon thing.
I heard about it. I actually don't really know much about it, though.
I think Seekant tried to organize a 1v. I don't know if it actually took place or not. It was like a $20 prize pool.
Yeah.
The 1v1 balloon thing.
Yeah.
Or whatever, and actually like configured the control. There's a certain way you got to like build the controller.
Okay.
Like you got to strap the Wii remote to the Wii U Pro controller or something like that.
Yeah.
I didn't actually see that. I think Seekant's commentating at some point. We need to ask them if that actually happened now.
Oh, yeah, because I want to know. I remember, Seekant was describing how it worked. And, like, it just sounds so, like, it's so funny, but, like, so, it's just whimsical, I guess, like. But I love those things. And just kind of again, we talk about the camaraderie of everybody here. And, so it's just such a good time. And, there are so many people doing so many different things while we're here, too. But we were able to kind of, gather a bunch of people and just hang out at the fire pit last night. And, like, that's the best part about LANs.
You might have seen some pictures of that. Yeah, the fire pit has been the coolest place for everybody to just kind of socialize with each other.
Because the Kalahari here is huge. This is like the biggest.
This is more socially friendly the way this building is designed. Yeah. Which we'll probably get to in a minute because I see players are starting to ready up here. We are in round 2 of group stage here. Game 1 going to be Splat Zones at Piranha Pit. Will this be the first time ever you and I have commentated where we won't get a 3-0 sweep? Or is the best match going? Is some other crazy upset going to happen far away from us that we'll never see?
Well, hey, let's find out because I think these teams are ready to get going. So let's hop in to Game 1 of Persistence versus Bathymetry.
Just say the Bloblobber.
The Blob,
we'll
the Blobs. Okay.
We're going to screw each other up. Okay, Permabrush coming out from Lucio. You'll want to keep an eye on Lucio. That brush is going to go all over the place and just try to flank nonstop. And already going off the useless, trying to just build off armor and then jump in, I'm assuming. But the play style of that brush is just get behind you once. It just has to work once, and then the game's over.
Yeah, and I mean, with that, Blob able to get a pretty early pick, trying to push out this Persistence team as they now have armor, trying to push forward once again. And Stormy able to get a pick there on air sign as they now are going to go up and throw a Booyah Bomb. But it looks like Seekant from with the Tetris trying to splash down there. And trying to push forward, but not able to do much right now.
And if you're wondering how a Splat Charger works with a Blob, the answer is it doesn't. You drop it and pick up K-Shot. Fair enough. A little bit more aggression to go with that Tetra there, so the Blob's going to work as the pseudo-anchor for the Bloblobber team. Seekant sitting down Lucio as they have control of the zone right now.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job just holding them out and locking out these Persistence members. And look at that map control. Persistence trying to just push forward from mid, but we see Lucio with the brush trying to do a little bit of a flank. They have Ninja Squid attached to that brush. It unfortunately is going to get countered by the Ink Armor. Ninja Squid no longer in effect when that happens. But
Smooth on him. Oh, and Sue says none of that, please. Thank you. But again, that's just how that brush player kind of works. You're just going to see that all the game long.
You know, if it works, it works. You got to do what you need to do to try and get these wins. And Sue doing a really good job just trying to push forward and keeping this cap for Blob, as there is going to be a trade 3v3. Lucio once again trying to get that flank going up the ramp, but is spotted there by AirSign as they contest the zone. Will it be enough to cap? Not quite, as they're trying to push up, use some of these specials, take down Skep, and now have the zone and pushing forward.
Persistence showing a little bit of life here. Hey, we got a barn burner potentially kind of building between these two teams here. As Persistence finally able to get the zone. Now with this map, it's so difficult to get points up. 40 points remaining in the opening push is a lot of points, because basically you just got to throw the blobs onto the zone and it shuts down everything. And if they can find a way to put penalty points on here, they can hold on to it. Seekit trying to stay alive, and this is an awkward Tetra versus a aggressive Brush player. Brush goes down, but Stormy staying alive, immediately popping that Booyah Bomb, and they keep the zone going more.
Yeah, Stormy got really lucky getting that Booyah Bomb off, because they had two people trying to contest them. As Persistence trying to stay alive, will it be enough for them to take the lead? It is just halfway with time remaining. They're able to hold on, but they do lose control of the zone, and this is a big map. There are so many opportunities in places that you can paint. So, like you said, it's just hard to lock a team out.
It's a special spammy map for sure. Sue trying to get something going. Can they take care of the knot? They do, but now they're the last player left alive, and there's not much. Can they kind of make a hero play right here? There's 2v4. Sue almost decided to take that fight, instead backs off, delays a little bit here, but Persistence in a situation to put him away.
Yeah, AirSign and Seekit trying to push down mid. Will it be enough? Seeking with a splash on, trying just to contest the zone, but it's not going to be enough. And, ooh, Blob is almost going to do it. Can Persistence regain control of the zone for just a split second? But they are two players down. This might be a cap by Blob, and they just had a game-saving cap. 72 penalty points for Persistence.
Star, the Nautilus dying in zone, and that's all you need. Just keep the game going. That's all you have to do, especially on a map like this. Now, if this goes into overtime, it's gonna be a pretty lengthy overtime, and it's gonna be an exciting one. This map is always exciting in overtime, just because it's so hard to get control of those zones. Stormy trying to take care of Seekit, who does take care of Lucio. Seekit having themselves a pretty good day right now. Tetra's on land is a different beast.
Yeah, we see there. I mean, I just love the splat count. We have 12 kills from each member of each team, but now Blob trying to continue this lockout, and they're doing a really good job. They've been holding on to the zone for quite some time. Will it be enough for them to cap? And you hate to lose a game just based on 1 point, but we'll see what happens as Persistence trying to be a little more aggressive, trying to push forward, using some of their specials too, but we have about 30 seconds remaining.
Penalty, yeah, flipping it back, that is huge. Those 43 penalty points is a mile long right now. So yeah, if this is a win by the Blob team, they're going to have like a minute and a half of overtime, which is going to be crazy stressful for them, but awesomely entertaining for us. But oh man, two players going down. I don't think they have enough time to gap both zones before it ends.
You know, it's going to be hard with the wipe. I was going to say just the junior alive, but that looks like it will be it for Blob, as Persistence are going to get this game. What a fun game one.
That was. Now, we haven't done a ton of games between here at Riptide, but that honestly might be the best game I've seen from the commentator desk, back and forth right there. I mean, Blob coming out early, getting a huge lead. Persistence basically doing it all. That was one push they got right there, right? Going from 0 to 99 and then just doing enough to keep flipping it back, adding those penalty points. Death by paper cuts, but Persistence able to kind of bounce back and win there. Yeah,
and all four of their players had splats that were in the double digits too, so just a lot of opportunity to get those picks, and that's what we love to see. Not a lot of missiles, but instead double armor that they were coming out with there. So the two players we were kind of curious about, NM, I believe, goes by Star. It had the Persistence tag there. Good to see everybody using the actual, the uniforms, I guess you could say. Coming out with, so Star was using the NZAP. Makes sense. Somebody has to do some armor bodying in this meta that we're in. The other player using Nautilus to great effect as well. So might not be the same kind of lineup we're used to seeing from Persistence, but the same kind of result, winning. Yeah, and I mean, Blob I'm convinced it's bathymetry. I want to be.
What the heck is bathymetry?
What's bathymetry? What did you say?
Bathymetry.
Bathymetry.
That sounds
better. Okay,
look,
I don't know.
That sounds like a college math term.
Yeah.
I would assume. I'm willing. Well, no. I'm just gonna stop talking.
Yeah, we'll just
stop
again
talking.
say
Stop.
blob. Yeah, there was no
Blob
point.
team.
No point in us doing that. But yeah, I mean, look, like, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the 3-0 just based on how well based on how well they performed during that first game.
Now, it kind of depends on how do you come back mentally, losing that kind of game. And again, I know persistence.
Yeah.
Every win they get is hype. That gets them going. They feed off of that kind of momentum, and I bet you they're going to be pretty thrilled.
Oh yeah, and we definitely want teams to do that too.
No.
But now we have a fresh Squiffer.
Oh no. The beacon brush.
Beacon brush.
The beacon brush. This player is going to be. I mean, it's basically just like a red shell kind of play style. Somebody who just puts beacons all over the map, constantly jumping to them, never really jumping out, taking fights. I'm just glad Lucio isn't using Respawn Punisher, because I've seen them use that a lot on that weapon for some reason. But still, Persistence able to get control of the mid for the opening. Sue saying, you know what, let's try Blob and Squiffer. Let's see if that can work out.
Yeah, and I mean, you just, because the Blob, it's such a slow fire rate. Now, it can definitely paint in areas that typically aren't conventional. So as long as you just move to the side, get one good pick, you are able to take them down. But now Persistence has the tower, and they are going to be getting to this first checkpoint. Ooh, as we see Skep able to push up and stay alive with this rain, too. So Persistence, though, doing a good job getting through this first checkpoint as we have a 3v3 and a lot of map control as well.
Yeah, Seekit off of Tetris this time around, still trying to use that same playstyle. It's like, hey, look at me away. I might die, but the rest of my teammates can attack the tower, but it's difficult to do when Stormy has that Booyah Bomb built up, and now Skep kind of stuck in this awkward situation of trying to rain blobs onto the tower. Lucio in a good position, putting the beacons down. Kind of working as like a fifth player, obviously, kind of just give you like something else that you got to shoot at right now. But yeah, Persistence is rolling.
Hey, that's a wipe.
That's it. That's done.
With that, I mean, it's hard on tower, especially when you have just one checkpoint remaining, because you're so inclined to just go get it. You're so inclined to push forward and just, okay, we can't let them get past us. But what ends up happening is when you start feeding, you just never have a full team. You never have everybody who's alive.
Yeah, I mean, you see the intent of, like, obviously Seekit going through mid, but when you get splatted so quickly, the distraction doesn't work because the rest of the team can just turn around their focus to get up into that plat, and then it's a man advantage situation. So yeah, just a little bit issue of regrouping, and again, that could be tournament nerves, that could be the opponent getting the big win. And I was watching them as that game was timing down. Persistence did, they're a little bit excited now. These guys feed off of energy like better than most other teams do. Yeah. So every win you give them is just adding more coal into the engine, and they're just going to keep riding farther and harder. Yeah, and
that's what we love to see. We love to see the teams just like get so happy after you get a win, because when you win at a LAN, like, it's great because you kind of put names to faces of people who you beat.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it always makes it a lot of fun. And then even when you don't win, too, you can just, you can acknowledge the person for who they are and just, like, be content with how you played.
It's also weird, like, seeing, like, your opponent right afterwards. Like, it's not just GG and battle fight yet. No, it's just the fist bump, hey, good game kind of thing. Right. And then you just turn around back to your teammates.
Yeah. Like, you want to celebrate those hype moments, but you know you need to, be respectful and everything, too. But let's hop into Game 3. We'll see if Blob can get a win off of Persistence, or Persistence will win this reel.
Same kind of brush coming out from Lucio. Same comp in general. I mean, I think that's basically what you're going to see out of this lineup coming out here. It's been working so far. Like to see Seekit go back to that Tetra. Tetra's on this map works out really, really well. We got several Tetra players at this tournament, actually. Think about it, but not going with that Squiffer again. I mean, you want a little bit more speed than what you have with tower control, obviously. So I get the K-shot pick here. But they're going to need to finally get some splats. Oh, this is a potentially scary situation. Who's coming through mid? Is that Seekit?
That was Seekin.
Stopping it for a little bit.
Seekin able to get a little bit of a flank and get the pick. And, man, this Rainmaker map, it can go so quickly if you just take it up mid. Now, the problem is it's hard, but there's just not a lot of room that you need to take it. Now, Lucio trying to go up the left side, able to climb up there as they're now pushing forward, staying alive, doing a good job. But just one player alive. Now it's the Knot. So this will likely be popped by Blob as they are going to be picking up the Rainmaker and trying to move it back towards mid.
4 minutes left to go. Plenty of time, but they don't realize I don't think they saw that beacon, and now you got a shark barreling towards you, at least drawing attention away. They do ultimately clean it up, but that's what you got to do. You got to be constantly on alert with that brush player because obviously they didn't really see that beacon before. Who knows where more beacons are?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be in different positions each time that person respawns.
Got close.
They got very close, all the way to 36, taking up that left side. And now, and a good response. Good jump out by Skep2. Persistence keeping it alive. Now they want to get control of mid now. They're going to pop the Rainmaker and likely try and contend mid to get these picks before they move the Rainmaker up.
It's still a scary opportunity. I mean, with Rainmaker, the route they tried to go right there, I guess if they just kind of get up that wall and go a little bit further, they still have like a lot of climbing left to do, but still. And what sucks about Rainmaker is, as good as that push was, there's no checkpoints, there's no penalty points, so they don't get anything out of it. It's just...
No.
So it ultimately meant nothing in the long run. With 3 minutes left to go, plenty of time, especially if Sue can get up there, but Stormy says, nah, not today.
But one thing it can do is make the enemy team nervous, saying like, hey, they are able to push up, they are able to maybe take this lead. We don't want them to do that again. So the fact that Persistent knows it's possible for Blob to do it, that can put them on their toes. But now Persistent's trying to continue holding on to map control, taking down, now we have a 3v3, but this is just favoring Persistence right now. If nobody's picking up the Rainmaker, really, it's just going to favor the team who's winning.
Yeah, Star obviously doing a good job winning that fight right there. Sue had found a way to win it. There was a good opportunity to get control of that right side, which is probably where they want to grab and take the Rainmaker, that slower push, just kind of instead of just going straight down mid to try to get the home run ball right there, because Persistence is doing a very good job of shutting down that main scoring lane. They want to force their the Blob team to the right. Seekin pushing down mid here. If Seekin can start popping off, but man, it seems like whenever somebody tries to get something good going there, Stormy's the one who shuts it down.
Yeah, Stormy has been shutting it down for quite some time, and look at the map control now by Blob. They're able to pick up the Rainmaker, trying to take it on this left side, but they are caught by 2 players from Persistence. How long can they stay alive? Ooh, and Sue able to get a very good pick there. That's definitely going to help them. Airsign trying to...
but it's always behind.
Yeah.
Those 2 players behind, you got to find out where those beacons are.
Yeah.
You think you got the clear route, and all of a sudden, no. Oh, but now you do. Now you do.
Ooh, not quite enough to get up to the top, but like you said, if you can't find the brush player, they are behind you. You will get splatted by them.
Every time.
Every single time. But good effort there by Blob as we have about a minute left. Persistence trying to get some more map control now, just trying to hang on. They don't want that to happen again, but now they're going to be using some specials. Inkjet coming out, trying to take down the Blob. They're able to take down the Blob. Rainmaker is also going to reset with just 1 minute left.
Yeah, but hey, I thought another player from this time from Blob was behind that Inkjet there, but no, the enemy is all in front. Blob trying to get out of their own spawn, surviving some specials there, able to get 1 splat right now. But again, they're gonna have to go that slower route. They're gonna have to, and now it's in the back of their mind. It's like, okay, who's behind us? And when you're constantly like looking behind you and in front of you at the same time, splitting your attention, even you're starting to like hunt for ghosts that aren't even there. But now, 3 players go down. Now you just got to find the NZAP. They have to be in front of you now. They're still going the slower route though.
Yeah, they are trying to take it up the left side. It's slower, a little more conservative, but with a player of life like that, you need to be aggressive and take advantage of that. Unfortunately, the Rainmaker is going to go down. 2 players also down for Blob. Skep trying to pick it up, and it's going to go down, and that will likely be it for Blob, as Persistence did a really good job locking members of Blob out and getting this win.
They haunted them. They haunted them. I mean, again, when you think you got the lane and then people come from behind you, the rest of the game, you're just going to be like looking for things that aren't even there.
Right.
It's like, okay, where are they going to come from this time?
Yeah.
That is 2020 version of persistence. That's why I say I hate playing against them, because they force you to concentrate the entire time.
Yeah.
Textbook persistence there.
Yeah.
3-0.
Yeah, and just the movement, too, from the brush and being able to be that last person to get the picks, I think really saved them, especially on that last Rainmaker push as well.
Yeah, they had a window. They had the window.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, it didn't work out for Blob, but Persistence getting the set win.
Yeah, and there was, other than Game 2, 1 and 3 were really close.
Yeah.
Obviously, the 1-point meme to some extent in Game 1.
Yeah.
In Rainmaker. Honestly, Persistence only had one push in that Rainmaker game. They played the stressful way to win Rainmaker. Just turtle up for basically 4 minutes and 30 seconds, getting the win there.
Yeah.
But that's a yeah. I didn't see them often take the Rainmaker, keep it on the enemy side of the map. That could be credit to Blob's kind of play style, but. Very defensive style that they won with.
If you know you can kind of win those 1v1s, or you are very good at just calling out where certain players are, that's how you win. It doesn't matter how you win, but like that's what you need to do to get the win.
Yeah.
So.
And also, that's why you get the bigger lead. The difference between having 30 points remaining and 25 is huge, because then you're like, okay, we can back up a little bit more.
Yeah.
We know what line they have to get to.
Right.
So that the type of lead you have changes what kind of defense that you want to pull out for Rainmaker.
Yeah.
But Persistence, hey, answered a lot of questions. How are they going to play with their subs?
Just fine.
Just plug in. It's not a rebuild. It's just a reload.
Yeah.
And so there you go. Blob looked pretty good in their own right.